Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, that Mr. Daniel Sapong. Yes, I'm
Yes.
Dr. Yosin. Yes, and your full
Okay,
name
great.
is Sapong, is it? Dr. Sapong, David Sapong,
Yes, Daniel
Dr.
Saffron,
Sapong. Okay,
exactly. Yes.
Daniel Sapong. Good. Yes, and I invited you today. You've received our invitation. We wanted to just to tell us a little bit
Ye-
about all this thing about online business, online marketing, online all
Okay.
these things. Yes, I mean, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we will take it out from there to tell us about the online marketing, and then your company, and then what you
Okay. Okay. All right, sure. So my name is Daniel Saffron. I'm the current head of marketing and digital media strategy for Tonaton.com. And apart from working with Tonaton.com, I'm also a global sales and marketing consultant. So I understand the scope of advertising, marketing, and basically business development. So that's what I do. So I was actually in Gimpa as well. I did my MBA in project management because I've realized that even though I'm into marketing and business development, most of even marketing projects and all that has to do with managing the projects that has to do with the business and then the marketing development. So yeah, so that's basically what I do. So I've worked with different brands in and out of Africa. I've trained different companies, SMEs, multinational organizations also in and out of Africa. I've trained over 100,000 different businesses and business executives. So business development is actually my specialty.
okay. Good. All right. And that, yes, I happen to also do some of these things some time ago, a few decades back, with some of these business development
Yeah.
issues for exporters and all that.
Okay.
Good. That's great. Now, all this, you said business development. What is all this?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about online marketing in general, and then you tell us a little bit about
Online
online
marketing in
marketing in
general.
Ghana. Yes,
Okay.
because it's a vast thing now. Everybody's thinking, oh,
Okay. All
digital,
right. I
everybody's
think
talking about, yeah, but what do you even
yeah,
refer to it?
very, very, very fast. Very, very fast. Yeah. I think let me try and share my screen.
Yeah.
I put together something small for the presentation. So can you give me a minute? Let
Oh,
me try and
okay,
share.
okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And one person can say at a time. Yes, okay.
Okay. So I'll be joining again with my laptop so that I can.
Okay.
Recording. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I think the sharing of screen has been disabled.
Have been disabled?
Yes.
Oh, one at a time. I just set one. What's happening? Sharing of multiple screens. No. That's your screen, is it? That's your screen. Yeah.
Yes, that's my screen. Okay, so I would like to start with to talk about online. I would like to first start with the internet penetration in Ghana since the year 2000. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so to understand even what online is generally and even in Ghana, the internet penetration is basically the percentage of the population that have access and then use the internet. So just 21 years ago, we had only 30,000 people in Ghana having access to the internet. And I mean, when you think about just 30,000, I mean, it's very, very surprising, just 21 years ago. So that was just about 0.2% of the population of Ghana having access to the internet. Now, if you move to 2015, we had 5 million people, 5.1 million people having access to the internet. And then in 2021, we currently have 14.7 million people having access and using the internet. So you can see that there has been an increase from 0.2%.
It's close to 40, close to, yes, 50%.
6.5% of people in Ghana now have access and are using the internet. So that shows us how the internet penetration is really growing in Ghana. And even as of now, if you understand the internet and you are using it, you are one of the people who are really ahead still, because we have not even yet reached the 50% mark. So this is basically the internet penetration in Ghana. Now, apart from that, I also want to talk about basically the total population, the mobile connections, and then the internet users. This is from Hootsuite. So you can see that from the urbanization of 57.7% of people use the internet versus the population. So what I'll do is that I'll send these slides to you as well, so that everyone can have access to it and can also go, be able to go, because there are a lot of data here that I would want them to really go through and fully understand this. So basically what the internet is doing right now is that it is connecting everybody in Ghana. So previously, if you are trying to sell a phone, you're trying to sell a house, you're trying to sell food, you're trying to sell household items, what happens is that you have to look for the people, go to their houses, set up a shop. You have to maybe knock on their doors. You have to maybe put it on your head, maybe hawk around, and then find people who are looking for whatever you are selling. But now what internet has done is that it has brought all these people in one place, such that you can sit at home, you can sit at the comfort of your office and be able to reach out to every single person in Ghana looking for your product to buy. So now you are able to save time, you are able to save energy, you are able to save money trying to advertise to everybody out there to let them know the products that you have. So previously, business was for people who have money to advertise, because even as of now, if you want to advertise on TV, if you want to advertise on radio, if you want to advertise via newspapers, for example, for those who are not aware, anytime you see a full pager on, for example, Daily Graphic or BNFT, it costs between 5,000 to 7,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
And you'll be able to reach people who may not even necessarily be looking for your phone or your product or your food stuff or whatever you are trying to sell. So business was previously for the rich. So until you are rich, you can't do business. So that is why entrepreneurship was for people who have money. So we were set up to always look for jobs, because the truth is that you can't start a business because you need a huge capital to start a business. If you don't have this huge capital, you can start the business, but you won't be able to sell because people don't even know about you, because you don't have the money to even advertise. But now with social media, all we are saying is that it's the same. TV is a media, I mean, radio and all those things. But now this is a social media where you are able to socialize with everybody and reach out to them. So now with as little as 20 cedis, anybody can advertise, or let me say as little as 5 cedis, because you can boost it about $1. So as little as 5 cedis, 70 pesos, or 5 cedis, 80 pesos, any human being across the world can advertise. And with no cost, any human being can start a business online with no cost. So you can wake up right now and open a Facebook page, open an Instagram page, open a LinkedIn business page, and you started your business. That is it.
You just have to post your products and all that. Just that the cost only comes in when you want to now advertise, and then advertise to reach out to more people. And whilst you're advertising to reach out to more people, you'll be able to make the sale. So unlike previously, where you need about 4,000 to 6,000 to advertise to reach out to people, now with as little as 6 cities, you can also reach out to thousands of people. So that is what internet has done for us, and that is the new digital wave that is being moved across the world right now. So now there are rising millionaires and billionaires and people who are making money across the world, not because they are any special. Some are 18, some are 20, some are 25, some are 13, some are 10, because now access is for anyone who understands digital, but not necessarily for the rich who can afford to advertise. So now advertising is for everybody. So that's why I say it's now an opportunity for all.
Right.
So I think I'll take the next.
That's it. Yeah.
Or unless you want me to continue, then I can just continue.
Oh yes, continue. Continue. Okay. What you want? I want you to break out just because just talk a little bit about internet in Ghana, Ghana, and then we can then talk about the Tonaton. Introduce us to Tonaton.
Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. So currently, internet brings the opportunity, for all to connect and trade. Okay. So now everybody can connect and trade. You can connect to anyone across Ghana and then trade with them. And now you can have access to your target market in a click. Now, a lot of people make a mistake when they are starting a business. What they do is that they first create a product, and after they create a product, they now look for somebody to buy the product. And that is very, very wrong. You first have to understand the people who need the product. And when we understand the people who need the product, then we now create a product for that target market. So once you do this, now you know exactly the people who are looking for your products. That's your target market. So now when you go to Instagram, when you go to Facebook, when you even come to Tonaton, now you can know exactly the people who are trying to have access to your product or your service. And you can target the adverts to go to only them. So if I'm looking for only people in Accra who are looking for a comb, I can get for people in Accra who are looking for a comb. If I'm people in Accra who are looking for coaching services, I can get access to people in Accra who are looking for coaching services. If I'm looking for only women between the ages of 10 and 15 who are looking for a certain product in Brong-Ahafo region, I can get that. If I'm looking for men between the ages of 25 to 35 who are trying to travel to Ghana within the next 3 months, I can be able to scale down and get access to those people. So with the internet, you are able to have access to your direct target market such that every dollar that you spend is useful. Every dollar that you spend is going to the right target market. Unlike the other traditional media where you put something in a newspaper or a billboard and every other person sees it apart from your target market. But you do that hoping that your target market our internet can target exactly these people. So some of you, that is why when sometimes you are automatically Googling something, maybe you are looking for beauty products, and all of a sudden you go to Instagram and you go to Facebook and you are seeing sponsored ads of beauty products. Some of you look for household items on, let's say, Instagram or Facebook or on Google. Immediately you look for it. In the next 14 days to 30 days, you automatically start seeing adverts of what you were looking for. Those people have actually targeted you so that you are seeing what you were looking for. So you are at a better place to buy than an ordinary person who is on social media and not looking for that particular product. And it also gives us the perfect engagement to connect more with your target audience and understand them. So if you are advertising generally using traditional media or any other media, you just advertise there, but people can't ask questions unless they decide to call you on phone or send you an email. And that makes the buying process very, very difficult and very, very long. Because, for example, I'll see something on a billboard. The best I'll do is to take the contact. I may never call them. And for some of you, that has been your experience. Or you see something in a newspaper. And doctor, you see that in the newspaper and you're like, oh, this is a good thing. I think I want to call them. But the truth is that you would never call them. You would never call them. So this is lost revenue opportunity. But the internet bridges this. So for the internet, if I post something on my social media pages, If I post it now, in the next second, someone can ask of the price. Someone can say they are interested, and then I can deliver to them. Someone can can get extra information or inquire, and immediately they can receive, they can have their questions answered. So in an instant or in real time, customers are able to talk to businesses to get all the information. And what this does is that it shortens the buying process, or it shortens the marketing funnel, so that the buyer's journey is short, and then businesses are able to make more money and are able to grow their business easily because they're now able to understand the audience. An audience can say that, oh, I think I like the yellow one or the blue one, and immediately it can be changed for them. Someone can say that, is this your price? Or is this your final price? Then maybe they can discuss it in the DM and then negotiate. So everything is done in real time, and businesses can shorten the buyer's the buyer's process, and it makes transactions seamlessly. I mean, that's what the internet does. So once the transaction has made, you know that this is what we are going to do, you can easily send a link, a payment link, or via mobile money. That is all digital anyway. That is all digital for people to make payments. Unlike previously where they maybe have to pay via the bank transfer or maybe cash. Now someone can just transfer mobile money, and then the order is processed and everything goes on perfectly. And then you can grow your business from the comfort of your home or shop. So doctor, for example, during the lockdown last year, everybody was home basically, but a lot of people were making money. How are they making money? Because they were one of the early adopters of online. So they understood how it works. So they were just sitting home, and then they were just, processing orders for household items and for other necessary things. And then the orders were delivered from the comfort of their home. So now the internet has changed everything such that you don't need to actually be in an office to work. For example, I'm working right now, but I'm working from home. I'm not in the Tonaton office because whatever has to be done, I'm doing it from home right now. And the only reason I would go to the office is to have meetings, which I can also have via Zoom, or maybe to process some things, or maybe to sign some documents, or maybe to do other things in the office. Due to the internet, you can travel and be in Dubai and be working in Ghana. I have friends who are working in Canada, but they are in Ghana now, but they are working for a Canadian company.
Yes. Yeah.
And they are doing everything that has to be done as if they were in Canada.
Okay.
And that is what internet has done for us.
The opportunities that have been created.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sometimes in Ghana and I'm coaching people from the US. I'm coaching people from South Africa. I'm coaching people from Morocco because the internet has made this easy. So instead of traveling there to go and speak to someone, in an instant, I can speak to them, and everything that they need and every question that they have, everything is sorted out. So this is how internet has made things easier. And I'll entreat all the students and everybody who is listening that this is the best time to understand how the internet works, know how to maneuver around it and make the best out of it. If you go online, there are a lot of courses, there are a lot of YouTube videos, there are a lot of different things you can learn, online about how the internet works, about how to run ads, about how to reach your target market. All these things have become so available that you are able to learn these things as well and then make the best out of the internet in this season and in this generation.
Right. Yeah.
So, is this a temporary shift or a permanent habit? So, the pandemic it's believed that a pandemic has taken businesses or has taken the world about 10 years ahead, such that things that should have been done 10 years from now are currently being done now. So it has changed the game, it has changed the lifestyle, it has changed the culture of most Africans and of most of the things that we do. So it takes basically 21 days to form a habit and 90 days to develop a lifestyle. And this has actually been prevalent for almost a year. So now purchasing online has become the order of the day, has become a habit. For example, now almost everything that I need to get, I get them online, when it comes to groceries, when it comes to household items, almost everything is online and everything has been digitalized. So if as of now you are still thinking of how to move the traditional way, it will just take a time for other people to come and then take business away from you. Because if the world is changing and you decide not to change with the world, you'll be left behind. So this is the best time for every youth, every entrepreneur, everybody who wants to make it in business to understand how the internet works, understand how social media works, understand how content is created on social media. And I'll go through all of these right now so that you have a bit of insight on how all these things work. But all I'm trying to say is that now it has become a permanent habit, okay, for all who, especially all the people who have had access to internet in Ghana. It has become a permanent habit for them to go online and to look for things to buy. So if you have a business or you're trying to start a business or you want to grow a business, this is the best time to understand how social media works, how to take advantage of online marketplaces, and how to grow basically your traffic online. So I would want to go now into how to take advantage of the digital wave, but you can't take advantage of the digital wave until you understand where to find people.
Okay.
So doctor, the thing is that we see people on the internet, but it's not really about they're on the internet. Where exactly can we find them?
Yes.
Where exactly can we find them? So from this, you can see that in Ghana, 76.6% of the traffic of internet is on mobile. So if you are doing anything and you're not taking advantage of mobile, then you are reaching just about 22%. And that's a very small amount. Or if you are just using tablets and computers, that's about, 1.4%. So if you want to take advantage, so at least you know that Instagram is on mobile, you know that Facebook is on mobile, you know that online is on mobile. So for example, Tonaton has a mobile app, and Tonaton can be accessed through mobile, because we are trying to take advantage of that 76.6%.
Okay.
So,
yes. But because all these things, all these figures are actually based on the population that is online, the users of the internet. Yes.
Exactly.
So there is a population that are not online. For them, they are far, far behind. That if you have to put it that way. Yes.
Yes. So these are specifically for those who are online.
Yeah.
So most people don't understand when we talk about websites and all that. So for example, you can, your website through mobile and your website through the desktop. People don't know that there are two different things. People think it's the same thing. It has just been replicated. So if they built it on desktop, they just replicated it again on mobile. And when they built it on mobile, they just replicated it again on desktop. They are not the same thing.
Yeah.
So how you build your website on mobile is different from how you build it on desktop. So there are some websites that are great on desktop, but they are not mobile friendly.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, people don't realize that.
Yes,
people don't realize that.
So the whole thing becomes something else.
Exactly. Once you access
functions are moving to the next page and those things like that.
Exactly. Because they just built it for desktop usage and they didn't adapt it and adjust it so that people on mobile can have a good user experience. So for everybody listening, you just have to make sure that whenever you are developing anything online, make sure that people who have access to mobile and will access it through mobile are able to access it and fully take advantage of it and have a good user experience. Else you are doing yourself a big disfavor.
Okay. Yes. Can we move on to the next thing?
Okay, so basically some of the strategies to take advantage of the digital wave. So understand the social media platforms and how they work. So for example, if you are targeting people in the corporate sector, you don't go to Twitter. You focus on LinkedIn. Because corporate people are on LinkedIn. So you don't go and post a candle on LinkedIn and say, I'm selling a candle. Nobody will mind you. But if maybe you have conferences, you see, if maybe you have conferences, you have seminars, you are looking for a job, you have something for the corporate sector, you are able to take advantage of LinkedIn and then push the agenda. If you are selling products which are good with images, which, for example, dresses, shirts, things that appeal to the eye, the best place to go is Instagram. Because it's about pictures and content.
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook are for basically product selling, services selling, and all that. So you have to understand how these social media platforms understand them and how they work, and take advantage of marketplaces. So a marketplace is, for example, a place where people go to just sell. So for example, Instagram is also a marketplace anyway, Facebook is a marketplace, but Tonaton is also a marketplace. So Tonaton is a marketplace where
just hold on, man.
Buyers.
Over there. Just hold on. Yeah. Now, take us through. Tell us what the company Tonaton is about as you are doing. Now, continue with
Okay.
Tell us a little about the company and then the inside of what the whole thing is.
Okay. All right. Sure. That's fine. So, so basically, Tonaton is an online marketplace, popularly known as Ghana's largest marketplace. And what we do is that we connect sellers and buyers in the fastest and most efficient way. So, for example, other social media platforms are for other things, are for personal blogs, are for business blogs and all that, and is also for selling. But
when was this established?
Tonaton was established in 2013.
Oh, 2013. Okay. Yes. Is it a Ghanaian, sort of a wholly Ghanaian owned thing, or a partnership, or it's part of a bigger company outside?
Yes, okay, so it's part of a bigger Saltside company,
okay.
But it's fully operated by Ghanaians. And okay. Yes, yeah, I mean, I can say that 99% of our employees are Ghanaians.
All right.
So yes, because we understand the market, so it's fully operated by Ghanaians. So but the investment is a Swedish investment.
It's a Swedish investment, okay.
Because moving such marketplaces involves a lot of investments and takes a lot of time to start reaping, which most Ghanaians actually are not ready to invest that amount and wait for maybe 5 years or 6 years to start reaping, basically. So it's a Swedish investment. And so we basically connect sellers and buyers in the most efficient and fastest way. So let's say, for example, in time past, if you are trying to sell a car, Doctor, how would you sell it in time past? Let's say 10 years ago or 15 years ago, when people are trying to sell cars.
Basically, they give it out to agents and people who sell it, put it down and talk to in the streets, that sort of physical, and then put for sale and those things on them. Exactly. Those are some of the additional things that they do.
Yes. And when they do this, you are doing it so that hoping that whilst you are driving it on the road with a for sale, or whilst you park it with a garage, hopefully someone will see it and be interested.
Yeah.
So what about a place where everybody in Ghana is trying to buy a car? So everybody in Ghana who is looking for a car will go. So that means that when you put your car there, though you reach the target market directly, because everybody there is actually looking for a car to buy.
That's true. Yes.
Exactly.
The platform. Yes.
It's a platform, exactly. So what we do is that it's a platform where sellers can come and post everything that they are trying to sell. And because buyers know that when I go to this category, it's all cars in Ghana which are for sale, then I'll go there and look for all the cars which are available. So you can sit in the comfort of your room, in the comfort of your shop, in the comfort of your office, and look for all cars available in Ghana with their prices, with their if it's new, if it's used, and all that. And then once you find the car that you are really interested in, then you can now decide to move from your home to go to the garage or meet the seller somewhere to buy your car and do the inspection and then buy your car. Same thing with properties. So you are looking for lands to buy right now in Ghana, but I don't even know where the lands are. You can go check different lands available. After that, you can call the people involved, and then you can go and do business transactions with them. So every Ghanaian can make a purchase, and every Ghanaian can sell something. However, because we don't know the people selling, what we do is that we have individuals who are selling, and we have verified members who are selling.
Okay, that's your business model. If you're to
exactly business model.
Your business model. Okay.
Yes. So the verified sellers are people that at least we know that we have their contacts, we know their shop, we have their ID card. So in any eventuality that you are looking for them again, or there has been any issue with the transaction and you're not happy with it, we can let you know that this is the person, this is the person's shop, this is the person's company. So those people are verified by us. But apart from that, any other Ghanaian can also post. And with that, just like when you see a for sale by the road, or when you see a for sale on the streets, and you approach them, When you are making purchase, yes, you take due diligence to ensure that you do the inspection to make
it's not
sure
a stolen car.
No, it's not stolen car. Exactly.
Yes.
So you make all that due diligence. So on that same vein, when you are buying on any marketplace, that due diligence also lies on you because we don't act as a third party in the transaction.
Okay.
All we are doing is that we are helping you get as many people in Ghana who are selling the things you are looking for. So once we get you that list, you have to call them different ones and then do your due diligence and ensure that you get what you are looking for.
Okay. So with all this, there are two questions quickly. What's the strength? What's roughly the staff strength now? Are you therefore all over? Because I've seen things like somebody doing things in Kumasi, Ashanti region, Northern region, etc. So like advertising stuff over from that end. Do you have staff enough to go and then verify? Or yes, do you have some verify? Yes. How do you do that? And what's the staff strength for you to be able to?
Okay, so we actually have we are currently in Kumasi and Takoradi and then Accra.
Okay.
So mostly with the verification, most often they visit our offices and then we just verify them and then we take their details and then we are good to go with that.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
So then, how do you make money then?
How do you make money? So with online, once you have people coming to your site, so for example, each month we have over 1 million individuals who visit tonaton.com.
Yeah, okay.
Is
it hits or you're looking at hits or
individuals?
Browsing individual? Okay.
Yes, individuals, 1 million. The hits, the page views are 60 million.
Okay then.
So our pages are viewed by the 1 million people 60 million times.
Okay, yes, all right.
Yes, 60 million times. So once we have people coming to a lot of people coming to your site, so there's a way to monetize your traffic through advertising on the page. So now we have 1 million people coming. So how can we sell those advertising spaces to companies so that they can also advertise to these people? The same way you have billboards and all that.
Yeah. And so how do you look at your advertising? How does it work? Okay, just to give us a bit of a range of, let's say, minimum of that's what that, or you have to do it a number of times, a minimum of, let's say, for 10, 100 times or 15 times for you to be able to get the package.
Okay, so with the package, are you talking about the website or the customer that wants to advertise?
No, the customer who wants to advertise. You are talking about this if you want to advertise.
Okay, so if you want to advertise with that one, you can just, at any time at all, you can advertise with us at any time at all.
Okay.
Yes, at any time at all. We just let you know exactly the places that will work for you in terms of advertisement, and then we take the designs and all that and we place it on the website for you.
Okay, but okay, for a certain period of time, a certain period of time, you measure. Okay, exactly. And then that's the thing. Yes. And all these things, it changes. Sort of prices may change after a while.
Exactly. Yes. Based on the period and all that, and the number of slots and all that you can have.
Oh, okay. That's
yes.
All right. Yes. We've talked about, it's a kind of an innovative thing. Individuals can also advertise. So the individual people who want to advertise, they are non-verified people who want to advertise. What do they, after putting their thing, do they pay something small? What do they do? Or have commissions on their sales? Or what they do? Because you said you are not party to you are not party to the deals that they make.
Yes. So posting it is for free, but for example, if you have a lot of things that you want to post, there's a limit.
All right. Okay.
There's a limit. If you want to post more, then you have to pay some money. And also, because we have hundreds of thousands of ads, so that means because it's a classified, once you post and someone else's posts, yours will go down. Once other people also keep posting, yours is going to the next page.
Yes.
You can pay a premium such that you always be on the front page.
On top. Okay.
Yes, you can always be on top. So those ones are called top ads.
All right.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what with Tonaton, as you said, you are in different roles. So what does it involve? What's the organization? What does it look like? What do you go to Tonaton office? And then that's all. Because we are looking at the anatomy of the online business. Because you people
Yeah.
can work from all over the world, anywhere in the world, working for Tonaton in their homes and all that. So when you go to
Yeah.
Tonaton office, what do you see?
Okay, so even though there's this system, most often, customer service and then customer
Yes.
engagement is also very
Yes.
necessary. So we have a strong team that receives all the calls and receives all the information, basically from customers who are calling, from complaints, from things that people think we should do. So we have it's a very open environment, very lovely culture.
Where's your office located?
At East Legon.
East Legon. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's it's a very lovely place, a lovely culture, very youthful. And the culture is more of youthful, more of open, such that people can share their views, can share their recommendations and all that so that we implement. And and it's a very, very youthful culture and a very, very youthful environment as well.
As I can imagine.
Yes.
Internet, yes, goes with the youth. Yes, you about a euro. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
But what's the staff strength? About 300, 200, 300?
Currently, it's about currently it should be between 50 to 70.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Because some are on in other regions. So putting them together should be between 50 to 70. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and that's what because there are even different. You also have different kinds or types of engagement. Let's say staff engagement.
Yeah.
There are some who work from home completely. There are some who do some stuff for you on retain or something, and then they are not necessarily permanent people sitting in the office waiting going there 8 o'clock in the morning to 9. No, they do some stuff for and those things like that. Yes, and yes, I agree. Yeah, because all these things are coming in. Yes, it will. Yeah, in the new age of work, you may end up not necessarily being 100% every day employed by this. You may be employed by two, three different, doing two, three different things for different companies in your home, from your home, based on the internet.
Exactly.
That's what. Yes, and all that. Yes. So, what do you think? What's the innovation in your business model? Because we're looking at you for the Ghana model. That's the sort of thing that's local. You know our place. You know the local market. We've seen others who are trying to compete, the juniors, and then the big players, the international big players, Alibaba, Amazon, etc., and all that. What is your innovation that makes you more superior in our local market? Which I would like.
Okay. So on the internet part, we have e-commerce strictly, and we have online marketplace. So for example, with a company like Jumia, they are strictly e-commerce. What they do is that they source the product and they sell it themselves.
Okay.
But for Tonaton, even though we have an e-commerce sector, what we mostly do, our main business model is that we just connect the sellers and buyers. It's an online marketplace.
Oh, right. Yes,
the marketplace. So we have created a marketplace, but we don't necessarily we don't own the product to sell.
Yes. Okay, great. That's important. That's an important distinction, because then the e-commerce thing becomes part of a department in the company.
Exactly.
That's the thing. And then the others also a department you are serving. You have to that's a two-pronged approach to the whole thing.
Exactly.
Great. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you can continue. You can continue with what you. Yes.
Yes. So that's basically with how we operate. But currently we have started a model called the buy it for me and sell it for me on cars, such that if, for example, you have a car and you want to sell it, but you don't want to deal with the buyer directly, or you're trying to buy a car, but you don't want to deal with the seller directly, we have a service called the Sell It For Me, where we will take your car, we'll take pictures, and we'll put in the due effort and do the inspection and everything, and then sell the car for you. And also with the Buy It For Me service, once you let us know the kind of car you want to buy, everything about the car, we look at the best car in your description, we'll do the inspection, and we'll buy the car for you. So you don't have to deal with the seller, and the seller doesn't have to deal with the buyer. We become the middleman to ensure that there's smooth transactions between sellers and buyers. And it was launched a month ago and has been performing great so far, because sometimes people are not really, they don't have a lot of knowledge on cars and on quality of cars and all that. So we do the inspection, we do everything for you to ensure that you are getting the best car that you want, per your budget and per the description of the car that you want.
That's it. And you said with this model as well, what I just occurred to me that you see, we still have people migrating from the traditional to the online. Okay.
Yes.
And then we have the migration is in shades of gray.
Yes.
There are still people who want to see a company and trust the company to do the purchasing.
Yes.
You get
yes.
that. There's still there's a percentage of the of consumers who still want. Okay, I went to these people, I gave them the money, I saw them, rather than to to somebody who they cannot, after the sales, they cannot trace the person anywhere again.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. So the migration is kind of look at that. It happens. I've been doing some research work on e-learning, and I think that it's a great. It's kind of everybody they are moving at different rates. Basically, people are moving at different rates in this internet adoption and then application implementation process.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yes. Yeah, you can go ahead now.
Yes. So so that's basic. So this model, so it's really helpful because people want that, you said, people want that level of help, so that other people that they know and can trust can do the transactions for them. So that one, it's also there. So we are looking at making this model also very, bringing it out there so that people can fully take advantage of that. Hello?
Hey, hello, I can hear you. Yes. Okay, I can hear you. Yeah, you can continue. Yes, you had some slides, so we can look at them. You can. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure. So, and one thing I want people to take advantage of is that once you start something on social media or start something on the internet, create a community and engage with them. So creating something on the internet is like creating a whole community, like how we have maybe the Adenta community or Madina community. But this one is your community. So you don't just have a page and then you just leave it like that. Engage them, ask them questions, do giveaways, like make them happy. So it's like you have a kingdom and there are people in your kingdom. Make them happy, do things so that they are involved and they feel like they are a part and parcel of you. Because now having a brand is more of engaging people to be part of the brand, not just talking to them about your brand. And I also want to talk about, a call to action. So a lot of people take advantage of social media and all of that, and then they don't have a clear call to action. As in, what should the people do after they have seen your adverts? Should they click? Should they send you an email? Should they go to a particular website? Should they call a particular number? So people put out posts out there without a clear call to action as to what the people who will see this advertising and be interested in should do. So some people can have advertising on social media or the internet out there, and when people are interested, they have no idea of what to do next. And make sure that the process is very seamless, so that once people are interested, it won't be a lot of pressure to now get in touch with something that they are already interested in. So once you make the process shorter, people can easily purchase from you and can easily grow your business and get more knowledge of the market through surveys. So as I was saying, you must engage with them. Engaging with them sometimes includes finding out from them what product of yours would they like more? How would they like the product delivered? Like what exactly would make them happy working with your brand more? And for us, getting such things actually helps us put in a lot of effort to ensure that the people who are purchasing from us or our clientele are happy with basically what we are providing them with. And the last is I want to talk about is to know the secrets of selling. Developing any business online, doctor, it's basically the secrets of selling, because a lot of people understand, have good products. A lot of people have amazing products. A lot of people love their business. A lot of people, the startups and entrepreneurs, they love their business and their products and all that. They're passionate. But you see, passion is not the same as selling.
Yes.
Passion is not the same as selling. You can be very passionate about it and have one of the most quality product out there, and you still not be selling, because most people feel like once I'm passionate about business, I'll be able to sell. So there are secrets, a lot of secrets to sales. That is why I'm a global sales coach. So, for example, if you are selling, I usually love to use, for example, beauty products. If you are selling beauty products and then you say, I have beauty products for sale, and someone is also selling beauty products and says, what if your skin can be 18 forever? What the second person is doing is that the second person is selling an emotion, not the product. The mistake that most people do is that they try to sell the product instead of selling the emotion or the value behind the product. So even if it's not, so emotion, I always give another example of Coca-Cola, for example. Coca-Cola doesn't sell fizzy drinks. What Coca-Cola sells is happiness in a bottle. So with every advertisement of Coca-Cola, you would see that continuous happiness in a bottle phrase, or the continuous buy happiness, or the continuous, you just see people happy, smiling, jumping, like with Coca-Cola. So what that does is that it makes you feel like drinking Coca-Cola makes you happy. So this is an emotion connected with Coca-Cola, and every brand has a way they sell, or their secrets to sales. So if you're trying to sell on social media, if you're trying to sell, for example, beauty product, or you're trying to sell maybe makeup or wig, or you're trying to sell phones, have an emotion attached. Is it about the quality? Is it about the free delivery? Is it have something that means value to the people you are trying to sell it to? If you are able to have that thing that means value to the people you are trying to sell it to, they'll easily want to give out their money to get your product and your service. So you cannot be an entrepreneur, you cannot be a business person or a startup without understanding the secrets of selling, or how to sell, or the psychology behind consumer behavior, or the psychology behind people purchases or people buying products. So that's actually one of the things that helps people take advantage of the digital wave as well. Because without that, you'll not be able to fully take advantage of the digital wave. Okay, I had a bit of information on the digital payments and all that, which maybe I would want to talk about as well.
Okay, talk about it. Talk about it. It's important because it's been one of the development that side of the development of the internet has been lacked a little bit. So people, the issue was how do we get our money? How do we pay? How do we get money and all that? And still, people we are even still using Visa cards. We are not comfortable trying to use it online and those things like that. That is still there.
Yes. There is. So with the digital payment sector in Ghana has really grown as well.
Yeah.
I mean, financial technology has grown increasingly that it even baffles me. So currently, digital payments is a thing in Ghana now. I mean, it's everything. Everybody wants to pay via mobile money or via your Visa card and all that. I think it's something that I want you to, if you're a business right now and you don't, for example, have a mobile money account for people to make payments, then you are losing a lot of money. Because
everybody has hey, I have my carpenters, my plumbers, everybody comes to your house.
Exactly.
Paid through my mobile money. Master paid through my mobile.
Yes. So if you're a business and you don't have access to mobile money, then you have wasted. You're losing a lot of money, and you will never recover it until you start taking advantage of digital payments. So I would want all of you to take advantage of that. And so, for example, some also through their websites, you can create a digital payment on a website you create so that people can pay via mobile money directly on your website, or they can pay through Visa card, and then maybe, they can pay through MasterCard or Visa card, like basically a debit card.
Yes.
And those who have debit cards, most of you have your debit cards from your bank. I want you to be very cautious of your debit cards. People don't know that. You see, the PIN that the bank gives you, people think that is the only way to use a debit card. So they leave your debit card anywhere, knowing that, oh, that's my debit card. I have the PIN. Anyone who has access to it can't use it. But debit cards are one of the easiest ways for you to be frauded or for people to steal from you. Because the card you are holding is actually the money. The card you are holding is money without security.
That's the thing.
Yes, most people don't know that. The card you are holding is money without security. Anybody who can have access to your card can buy anything online without your permission.
Yeah, well, there's this money number at the back. That
yes.
Yes. So if the person's got a card in his hands, you just go to that number.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you have $1 billion in your account, that card is the billion. Anybody who has access to it can take your money and use it free. You know? So for all of you, all of them out there, please keep your debit cards very, very safe. The number the bank gives you is just so that you can use an ATM. That one is only for the ATM. It's not for using the card. It's only for the ATM.
Yeah.
But for all other users of the card, for online purchases, for online anything at all, they can use the card without your permission.
Yeah, that's an important thing. That's an important
very, very important.
Thing.
Very, 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 very important.
We have to, yes.
Very, very, very important. And anytime you are visiting a website, you see it is HTTP and HTTPS.
Yes.
Anytime you don't see the S attached, be careful of that website.
Yes.
Don't buy from that website. Because the S represents the security of that website. So make sure that anytime you are trying to pay on any website, it is an HTTPS. HTTPS. If the S is not there, someone maybe has just created a website. So once you put in your login details, they have it. They can use it to steal from you.
Yeah. Good.
So yes, that one.
We need to look at it.
Yes, you definitely need to look at that one as well.
What are some of the challenges of online business? Because they actually feel of the internet's being security. Yes. What are some of the challenges of online business in Ghana?
Okay. So with online business in Ghana, one of the main challenges is that people don't understand how the internet works. Most people don't know how it works or how to even buy online. And sometimes they think, well, okay, let me talk about the first thing. Let me talk about the first thing, being ignorance. People basically don't have access to internet, and people don't know how to purchase online. So that's the first problem. The second thing is that naturally as Ghanaians, we are very hospitable and very nice people, and we trust easily. So because of that, people are able to easily fraud Ghanaians. Easily. Whether through mobile money.
Enough.
Yes.
People's background and people.
Exactly. People can easily be frauded on Facebook, through Instagram, across the internet. Because I can call you right now and say that, I mistakenly sent an amount to you on mobile money. So kindly send it to me back. And I'll talk in a very nice tone, in a very, a very gentle tone. You trust me. Exactly.
Oh, this is kind of a genuine person who has made a mistake. Exactly.
And someone can even call you to tell you that they are working from the office of a particular company, and they need maybe your mobile money code so that they can transfer some free products to you. Sometimes you have not involved yourself in any raffle or any promo or any puzzle, but someone is telling you that do this, and because you have won 10,000 Ghana cedis, and because of your joy or your happiness of winning something you have not participated in, you give them all the information that they need. And once that happens, then you are, people take advantage of you. Another thing is most people are not okay with making payments. So when it comes to maybe even a trusted vendor, we prefer to see the product before we make payments.
Yeah.
So sometimes people want to pay cash on delivery because they want to make sure once the money is out, they want to make sure that they get the product in the next, say, 1 second. So sometimes it affects most e-commerce shops and all that who maybe insist on payment on delivery. Who insist on payments before delivery.
Yes.
Yes, these are some of the things that actually affect, digital business in Ghana. And sometimes, basically, there isn't enough education on using advantage of the internet to make money or to grow your business as well. And that one is also one of the factors, which is, reducing basically digital growth in Ghana.
Those are generally the challenges. So as a business in Ghana, what do you think? What are some of your successes and some of your downtime, some of your issues that you can consider as you would have done better? What is the failure? Some of the things that you would have done better or something.
Okay. So I think failure is a stepping stone, and every person and every business goes through that. For us, I would say that one of the things is not giving enough education of, already people don't understand how the internet works. So if we knew this is the situation, maybe when we set up earlier, would have explained to people basically how the internet works and how to be safe online and how to be safe online, basically. Because there have been times where people call us and say that Tonaton frauded me, or I was frauded by Tonaton. Mm-hmm. And when we hear that, we are like, no, there's nobody in Tonaton who is frauding you, because we are not even involved in the business process. So we started a campaign called Your Mind for Day campaign, basically, which educates people on how customers take advantage of others online. So let people understand that if you don't know the person, or it's not a company you know or you trust or you have worked with, don't send money to them until you have received your product. So if it's an individual and you are buying for that individual you don't know from anywhere, then it's ideal that once the product comes to you, you inspect it before you make payments. Yeah, so I would say that's one of the main things that we could have started earlier or done better to basically be on a right standing. Apart from that, most of the things that I would say are our failures, I think those would be maybe I think that one would be more of internal. Yes, maybe internal processes, some internal processes that maybe we are working on and stuff like that. But apart from that, this is the main challenge. But apart from that, I think everything has been really smooth and really, really great with the company and its growth.
And then the general issue of security is more of the technology itself, not necessarily just the company. Internet has this whole issue with its security. People are ramping up security every day, and then there are some people whose job it is to use the tool to defraud, and they keep on hacking and doing all those things. That one it goes with the terrain. If you are using the internet, those things are something you have to deal with somewhere, and in some of the things that you have to do.
Exactly.
Yes. So what do you have for? What are some of the things what are some of the lessons? I mean, you've given us some lessons that you give us, and for people who want to go into entrepreneurship, and there are some of and for my students who are studying business courses at GIMBA, what are some of the things, advice, lessons that you want to give to them?
Okay. One of the first one of the lessons or one of the things I want to mention is that Entrepreneurship is not an easy way forward thing. People want to enter business and then be millionaires tomorrow. It takes patience. It takes growth. It takes time. So don't beat up yourself. Some of you have started things and you don't know what to do and all that. Don't beat up yourself. It takes time. Give yourself time. It doesn't take 2 months or 1 month or a year or two. It takes time and it's growth. So number one is that learn to have patience. Learn to have patience. The second thing I would want to talk about is that see every failure as a stepping stone. You will be rejected many times. You would be, you would have issues a lot of times. Sometimes things will go as planned. But anytime all those things happening, it is giving you more knowledge so that you can be a better business owner. So never see failures as downfalls. Rather see it as stepping stones to grow yourself, to grow your business, and then to grow your team. I also want to talk about teamwork, because teamwork basically makes the dream work. If you don't need a team for that business you're trying to start, then that business is too small. You need a bigger dream. Any dream that needs only you is not a big dream enough. So you need other people for this dream. So you don't get loyal people. You don't get committed people. You groom and you groom loyal people and you groom committed people. So have patience for your team, groom them, love them as human beings. Have a human face to the company, not just about results. Have a human face, because the same human beings that you are working with are the same human beings going through issues, going through problems, being depressed and having issues on their own. I mean, everybody's trying. So once you have people you are working with and they are trying, make sure that you also encourage them and you help them. And the last thing I would want to talk about is that knowledge is very, very necessary. What, like one of my friends always says, what you don't know is darker than the night. Ignorance is the greatest tool for failure, basically. So make sure that you learn a lot, read a lot, watch a lot of videos, follow people who have already been where you are and know the secrets that you don't know. Like some of my Nigerian partners will say, follow who know road. So if someone has already been there, follow who know road, you know. So if somebody already knows where you are going and has already been there, the person is in a better position to guide you so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Everybody is trying to learn the process on their own, but somebody has already gone there. So just learn from that person's process and then be a better person. So yeah, so those are the basic things, lessons and the basic advice I'll give to all of them. And with me being a global sales coach, one recommendation I would give is that I released a book last year called the 12 Sales Secrets the global 500 companies don't want you to know. So I basically did the research on the top 500 companies in the world, talking about Coca-Cola, talking about Facebook, Amazon, Emirates, and I came up with the 12 secrets that run across them. So even as an entrepreneur, you don't even need all the 12 secrets to see change in your business. You just need one. So I just recommend that if you have started a business, it's sales that is bringing the money, and sales is the bloodline of the business. So try and get a copy of this book and read it. You can read it in a day or two. Get all these 12 secrets and start applying them. And I can guarantee that you can see results immediately you start applying them. Yeah, so that's what I want to talk about.
Okay, then. All right. So I would say, yes, on behalf of the business school, we thank you for this presentation. We would send you a letter and then follow up with the honorarium and all that. Yes, thank you for sharing with us. We would also like to look at some of the things to explore more in this area of things. In this, what I've been thinking about some of the things. I mean, some of the like the locations and using of locations and all that. If you're looking at what we have now currently, what we can do, what are some of the things that we can kind of do. At the moment, let's say we have those digital address.
Yes.
Okay. And with a digital address system, if we get some form of characteristics, customer characteristics, and we overlay it with that on the digital address sort of thing, we can have an idea of where to locate people in some purchases and some of these things. Some of the interesting idea I've been thinking about, like some of the things. I actually personally I dealt with my PhD in marketing, and I did some work with Tesco, their club card thing and all that. Yes, you have Ghanaians who are involved in some of these developments. You have to know and how to locate it, and it's kind of a tool that they use in their bank, and that is how they were able to overcome what the other companies, Sainsbury's and others, Sainsbury's and that was and all that. So I kind of have some studies in that area that we can sit down and share what we can do, what can be done in retailing and that sort of thing. You know?
Yeah.
So I'll give you a call. What I'll do, I'll send you my email so that I can send me the slides.
Okay.
Yes, I think you have my email, but I've sent it to your WhatsApp. My email is dawson@gimpa.com, so you can send me the slides.
Okay.
All
right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, pleasure is mine. And for your students, I was thinking of giving them a discount for my book, at least for the next 1 month.
Okay, you can, yes. I mean, if we record it here, etc., and we put this website and all this thing on it. What we will do is that when we keep it, we put it, we sort of do it, go through production and everything, then we put it there, and they can contact you, and then that's the sort of, yes.
Okay. All right, sure. I think that works fine. I think that works fine. Yes, I think that works fine.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very, very much.
All right, sure. Thank you too so much. I really appreciate that.
Yes, we'll get in touch and talk about it.
All right, sure. All right, sure.
All right.
Okay, do enjoy the rest of your day as well.
Okay, enjoy your week.
All right, sure. Bye.